You are ruler of this kingdom now." Those were my father's last words. Then I asked my father, who had shut his eyes for the last time, "Father, tell me, if I am to be king, what am I to accomplish?" "I met you the night of the ceremony where I was to become officially the king. Your blue eyes. When I saw them, I felt an inexplicable excitement, but you suddenly disappeared in the crowd. Who on earth are you?" "I wanted to see you again. That's all I can think of these days." Then the minister came to my room with a desperate look on his face. "A carriage carrying the princess of our neighboring kingdom is lost in the storm." It was 1 hour later that I met you again. Enemies lurk behind the morning mist. While I calm my steed, I send the sign to my thousands of allies behind me. All at once, the cavalries advance. I witness a fearsome scene unfold before me. Is this war? I thought I heard my father's voice. "Do not fear. Your task is to defend this kingdom." My allies fall one after another. The West has a wizard with fearful powers. Are we going to be defeated? No, I won't let that happen. I must defend this place, or the devils of the West will invade your castle. I cannot allow that. A long time has passed since the battle started. Our troops were almost totally wiped out. I was taking a brief rest to formulate a plan to turn the tide. Then a man came up to me. A man in black robes who asked me, "Do you want the power to win this battle?" The light coming from my hand obliterates my enemies. Is this the dark power? I bargained with the devil for his power. But with it, I can save us all. If I have this power, no one can harm you. I was euphoric at the victory when I returned to the castle. Soon I would see you again. You came, sooner than I thought. My heart, spent from the battle, raced. I didn't know that you, who'd entered my room, would be the imposter who was after my life. I couldn't believe it. It should have been me. You saved my life at the expense of your own. Why do you smile? Because you saved the one you loved. But what about me? Who am I to save? Something was born in me. Something malevolent and terrible. The black blood that now coursed through me gave birth to that thing, that evil. Sadness, anger, and hatred at losing you. This endless blackness is the energy that feeds him. My kingdom was laid to waste at his hand. I lost not only you, my beloved, but my land, my people. I lost everything. Everything. No. What am I saying? No. That's not it. No. Wrong. Wrong. What I'd really lost was myself. There's only one way to do it. I don't care if I destroy space and time in the process. I will do it. I will stop him. I will take back everything. Everything I've lost. All of it. I am nervous about this showdown. 400 years ago.
You want to break rules and change history? Interesting. Let's see how you do. Open the door to the past and realize how powerless you are.
I sure hope not. Was it really the right thing to do? We won. Then why do I feel this darkness about me?
Seda, you're alive.
Sophia, I'm so relieved. The war is over. The killing is over.
That's wonderful. There shall be no more bloodshed.
No. And together now, we'll rebuild our kingdom.
Yes, Seda.
Sophia? What's going on? Two Sophias?
Seda, be careful. It's probably an assassin from the west, disguised as me to sneak into the castle and destroy you.
Who are you? Reveal yourself.
Seda, no, you're mistaken. I am Sophia.
I don't believe you. Sophia's right here. No. Who are you? I'm your rescuer. Oh my god. Bastard from the west. Despicable coward. Prepare to die. Ah! It happened again regardless.
Seda, please wake up. This assassin is not from the west, but from here.
Oh.
You won the war, but you lost something important.
What? How could this be? Sophia! Why you? I don't care who you are. You'll pay dearly for this. Oh, he's gonna yeet him off the balcony. All right, dude.
Seda, are you all right?
Yes.
Thank God. We've defeated the West, but our people are spent. Seda, please protect the people. And once again, be...
Yes, I know. Don't say a word.
Seda, be a good and noble king, please.
Sophia. Sophia. Who are you? Did you come to kill me too? So you hate me too? Fine, go ahead and kill me. No, crap. Well, this is not super great. Oh,
You failed. Boy from the future, you failed to change history. The infinite power given to me can drink up the very flow of time. Beyond time, I will reign over all. As long as human hatred runs pure and clear, I will exist without end. This never-ending flow of dark power will see me to the pinnacle of all that exists. Now come, kneel before me.
Crap. So, admittedly, in the first phase of this fight, I was very confused on what to do, but I was fully prepared to not be able to lock on and fight. Turns out you can't lock on to the Dark Genie anyway. You don't even have a way to walk up to him. Instead, you will have to run back and forth across the map to avoid his attacks. Though there is one attack you can't really avoid if you stand in the same spot for far too long. It's this annoying gust of wind attack that knocks you on your butt, deals minute damage to you. If you get hit many times in succession though, it does add up and it can make the process of this first phase a mite bit too tedious. What you might have noticed before I did though, was that when the Dark Genie thinks with portals to attack you with his hands, he leaves himself open for damage. Well, I actually did think of that, but I was confused by why I wasn't dealing damage. I thought perhaps I had to use an ally to inflict damage, but what I later learned was it doesn't matter which character deals the damage, it's which element is currently infused in your weapon. Luckily, my time playing as Ruby has paid off, because it didn't take too long for me to recognize this and adjust accordingly. Keep hitting him with the correct element until he goes on to the next phase. The second phase begins when the Dark Genie blasts you with an energy beam from his forehead. You might have noticed that you're now capable of locking on, but you still won't be able to walk up and damage him. You'll have to swap to a ranged character like Xiao or Ruby to deal damage. The element type doesn't matter, but I'd swap everyone's weapon to Holy in preparation for what's coming. Simply strafe to avoid his beam attacks and hit him as soon as the attack animation ends. Also, yes, he will still use the annoying gust of wind attack in an attempt to stun lock you. Just so you know, I actually failed to defeat the genie the first time, even though I did make it to the final stage. There's something very, let's say, sinister about the final stage. Almost Minotaur Joe levels of sinister, you could say. After using my last revival powder, I had nothing. I was very demoralized, seeing as I had no money. I spent everything on building up weapons, and I just did not want to spend the time getting supplies all over again. So I used my trusty broken dagger glitch one more time to get the funds I needed, and decided the best tactic was to brute force this boss into the ground. I'm talking 10 revival powder and an equal amount of stand-in powder. Then, I just filled the remainder of my inventory with chicken. I set my quick menu with auto repair powder and food and basically repeated the first two steps, being careful to avoid taking too much damage and avoiding any casualties, and then went blazing straight into the third phase. So the third phase, the Dark Genie summons 2 peons to fight you. You can knock them out for a short period of time, but they'll always revive in order to pester you. My preference for getting rid of them is Goro. The problem I faced was that the Dark Genie has this annoying beam attack, which does massive amounts of damage. If it doesn't immediately kill you, it eventually will. While you take damage, you cannot move, and when you get up, you just get knocked right back down again and take another heaping of damage. You have to either out-heal the damage, or take the L and swap characters. Basically, always be mindful of where the Dark Genie is. When it lifts its head into the air, avoid the beam or be very mad that you got hit, because now you're stuck with one of those two choices. The best part is you can't use the quick menu while you're taking damage. The only way you can heal your character is by manually opening the menu, thanks for that game devs, and manually dragging food items to your character. Super fun to do that 3 times in a row to keep my character from dying. At any rate, when the Dark Genie is done firing its laser, go down and teach it some manners by slapping its face. It usually has its mouth open exposing what looks like a brilliant white gem, but you can damage it whether its mouth is open or closed. Hit it with a holy attribute a few times and you can call it a day. And that's it. That's the fight for the Dark Genie in a nutshell. As the final boss, I suppose it needs to be a little unfair, but I still think the camera angle is the worst enemy in the whole game, and I stand by it. It's hard to fight what you can't focus on, and getting hit by things off screen is very frustrating. That said, when all else fails, just brute force the obstacle. I don't really like suggesting that as legitimate advice, but this game is very stiff, with clunky controls, so there's no reflex-specific trick to anything. Come in over-prepared, get friendly with your game menu, and outlast the boss or soft reset until you can. Well, that should do it for future me. In the next episode, we'll watch the remainder of the story and I'll give some closing thoughts.